All right, this is Bill Arthur, and I'm here live with our first cast member interview. We have Sarah Pardys here, and we're going to talk. We're going to be talking to her. Hi, how are you today, Sarah?
Good.
Sarah, tell everybody who you play in the show.
I'm the narrator.
So you narrate the
I
entire show.
narrate, yes. I tell the story of Joseph from his sort of like to his downfall from to his rise.
That is a long story that you tell,
Well, and yes.
which we are going to talk to Jacob later on, and we're going to discuss the inconsistencies of the age discrepancies we have with him. So later on, we are going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because
I'm
I
not
did
aware of this.
I did a lot of research, and we found out a lot of things about Jacob. So we're going to confront him later on about exactly
Okay.
about how long this goes. So. If you had to briefly tell us the story of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat for those people who don't know what it's about, which a lot of people don't, what would you say that it's about if you could sum it up?
It's the biblical story of the Old Testament of Joseph where his brothers, let's see how to put it, his brothers send him away, so to speak. They sort of plot his downfall and they send him into slavery. And then later on, he goes to prison for a bit, and then he has a rise at the end, where he triumphs.
That's pretty much what happens. Now, Andrew Lloyd Webber took a lot of liberties with the timelines and the ages of the characters and things like that. But I want to wait to get Papa Jacob here to talk to him about that specifically. One of the things I want to ask you is. Because this is one of those things where you sing a lot about the colors of the coat, right? So we discussed this once already. Do you remember how many colors there are on the coat?
I have no clue.
There's 29. There's 29 colors
Yeah.
on the coat. Okay, so
Okay.
29 colors on the coat. But
Right.
here's my discrepancy.
Right.
Aren't the colors really a lot of the same colors?
Yes.
Like, isn't chocolate really brown?
Yes.
Like, aren't like
Don't go
aren't
get into party with
aren't like four of the colors actually just red?
They are shades of.
Yes. So did you know? I don't know if you knew this. Did you know that Andrew Lloyd Webber actually was interviewed, and when he didn't know that Tim Rice, the person who wrote the lyrics, was going to do that, he actually thought that the coat really only had 10 colors.
I've never heard that before.
He only really thought it had 10 colors because he couldn't really think of any more colors. And to make the song longer, Tim Rice came up with different variations of the same shades of the same colors.
Oh, come now, though. They're not all exactly the same.
Right,
They're
so
all like a little shade on the spectrum.
so russet is really not a
Like
different
russet
color. Yeah. Yeah. And chocolate is really not
It's brown.
brown. Right, exactly.
Okay.
So,
I
so
never thought of it that
so
way.
yeah, so 29 colors are mentioned,
Okay.
but maybe really honestly, when you look at the coat, are there actually really 29 colors on the coat?
No, there's not.
Yeah, I don't think so
Well,
either.
that's because we're lack of imagination.
Because perhaps we can't see the colors in their brilliance.
That's what I meant. Yes.
I'm going to go with that theory. So tell people why they should come see the show.
Because it's a great show. We have a great cast. We have a very talented cast. The score is wonderful. Every song is singable. You can sing through the entire show. There's not one bad song in the bunch.
Well, that's great. Is there a lot of long scenes in it,
I think,
or is it pretty much just sung straight through?
it is sung straight through.
So it's a fast-moving show.
It is a fast-moving show, yes.
A lot of energy, a lot of stuff, and
Yes.
You are busy for the whole
I'm
entire
busy.
show.
I'm pretty much busy through the entire show, as is the rest of the cast.
So there you have it. So that's
far.
Sarah, who plays the narrator,
Yes.
and she tells us we should all come out and see Joseph.
That's right. Come out. We'll have a good time.
Tell everybody, say goodbye to everyone.
Bye-bye.